Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dave and we've got another summer special video for you for your smart garden. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing and setup of a solar shower for your garden. So the idea is that before and after you get in the hot tub, you can have a quick shower outdoors and not get any of the water in the house, and you don't have to keep the chlorine on you before you actually have a proper shower indoors, because I doubt this will be powerful enough, but it'll just be nice to have a quick rinse off before and after getting in and out of the hot tub. So let's crack on and get in the box and set it up. Mounting bolts to go into a concrete tile and the tap. Shower head. That's the base part. You've got the bracket to mount it to a concrete tile. I assume that's the reservoir. You've got an inlet there to put your garden hose, and I assume the outlet for the shower head. And that'll be the top part where the shower head will attach to there. You've got a hollow chamber going all the way through the top and bottom of them, so obviously that's going to be the water reservoir. I'll now get the drill ready to mount the base to a concrete slab, which I've already got, and we'll show that being done in a second. What we need to do next is we'll just need to mark and drill the 4 holes here, and then we can take this away, drill it, and then mount it in place. Obviously you don't want to drill it whilst it's here because we could damage this, so just get a pencil and just give it a quick mark. Okay, first of all what we're going to do is we're going to take a tape measure and draw a diagonal and another diagonal, like so. And what that does is it gives us a nice cross here, so you know the centre of the tile, and when we line it up we should be able to get the 4 holes evenly around there, so we've got the most strength in our concrete tile and it will look nice and central. Okay, I did draw a cross on the bottom to try and find dead centre, but the way in which the base is a rectangle rather than a square doesn't mean it can actually line up with the guidelines I just put down, but it gave me a close approximate, which I was then able to use tape measure and just measure from each corner of the base to the edge of the tiles, like so, and then I was able to work out that I've now got it pretty much dead centre. So I'm going to now mark the holes and then drill and screw in the base unit. And just pop that to one side. And I'll get the drill. Okay, I've got my hammer action drill, set it to hammer, and I've got the largest bit that I've got for masonry work, and hopefully that will be big enough. Also remember to wear your safety goggles, especially when drilling into stone or concrete, because you don't want any of that dust or chips to get into your eyes. Okay, I managed to eventually get through it. Went through a whole battery pack. It is only a hammer drill, not an STS drill. If you do have an STS drill, I definitely recommend using one of those. In fact, I'm probably going to get myself one for future products if I'm going to go through more concrete slabs like this. Also, do wear a breathing mask as well. It does kick up quite a lot of dust, which you shouldn't be breathing in. I only just did it as the intro so I could talk to you whilst I started, and when I went off camera, put it on and did it safely. Now we've got to knock these into the concrete, hopefully without breaking it. I may have to go and get a large drill bit if these don't go quite in, so we'll give it a go. Okay, welcome back. I've had to go and get some new drill bits because the ones I had wore out because they're cheap and nasty, and got myself a new 14mm and a 12mm masonry bit the SDS style. I know I haven't got an SDS style drill, but it still fits the chuck and worked a treat. Ended up using the 12mm bit rather than the 14, but I got both whilst I was just out, so now I can actually mount it. It all fits. Brilliant. Okay, now I've got them in. The reason why I put the bolts in when hammering at home is so that we don't fold over the top of the nut, and was able to drive the whole thing into the concrete, but also leaving a part of the sleeve in here, so that this is actually stable even without doing the bolts up or even taking the bolts completely out. It still actually just stayed in place. So now we'll just try and do these up. Okay, whilst I was doing it, I managed to shave off one of the bolts. Perhaps 12 was still too small. I'd suggest getting 14, it was the next size up there was, but I've started off, and we'll just have to leave it and hope that those just nubbins hold it. I'll try and do these up as far as I can, hopefully without snapping any more off, and I'll get back to you. Alright, I've done the up as far as I like without stressing them. What I have to do is just pack these with washers. Either I should have made bigger holes look bigger, or made sure that the metal part went all the way into the concrete, which would have then been the difference of that gap. That could well be the idea. It's just that when I've seen them do it in shop fittings, I believe they've always made it fit the base of the unit rather than to the bottom. But never mind, it is still, I'm moving the slab, not the unit, so it's still nice and firm. I can't see that going anywhere. So I'll just go and get the top and whack that. Okay, first of all we get the washer. There's the side of the grooves and a flat side. I'll put the flat side down. Take the top unit. That's now nice and tight. That's very easy to put on when you didn't have the washer in there. All of these parts they say do without a spanner, so you don't do them up too tight. You've got a little filter that goes inside your hose clip, which screws on at the bottom at the back. Again, don't overdo it, just do it up finger tight. If it leaks a little, you can always then add a little bit more pressure to it, but if you overdo it, you'll split the plastic. A couple of washers. I assume you only need the one, so I'll put the other way as a spare. No mention of this whatsoever in the instructions. I'm just going to guess that that bit goes in there, the O-ring, the ball joint on top. Careful not to cross the thread. And then the idea is that you can actually give that a bit of an angle, but that's not mentioned anywhere in the instructions. Where are they saying this extra filter goes? And there's no mention of that filter either. I want to assume the filter is going to go there. Putting that down. I pop the filter and the washer in there, and then do this bit up. Okay, I didn't actually end up doing it with a spanner. I was able to do it up finger tight, very carefully move it, twist it, pull it back again until you get it tight. Plus, when I tried putting a spanner on there, it actually didn't fix. My spanner's quite chunky. So it's probably a good thing, because I assume the plastic must be that little bit too weak to hold a full tension. No. Now get the hose, connect it to the back, turn it on, let it fill up, and you get back to you in a bit. We've got the hose connected now to the back. No leaks. Water from the bottom, probably none at the top. Oh, it's filling. Obviously getting the air out of it. Okay, so you need to obviously leave it open just to let the water fill it because it's going to have an air block in there, but it does certainly not think it's going to do the trick. It's just fully filled with water. It's got the top and bottom chambers full, so there's probably quite a bit of weight in that. So you've got your hot water, mixed and cold. Well, there you have it, an outdoor solar heated shower, so you can get clean before and after your hot tub. Have a great summer. Bye for now. What I forgot to show was I did actually use a level to check to make sure the tile was level. But once I filled it up with water, I found that it was leaning over to one side. As you can check, you can see the bubbles way off to one side. Front back, it's a little bit out, but not too bad. But obviously what it is, the weight of the water has just made it sink a little. So what I'm going to have to do is empty it of water, move the tile up, and pack the side that it's low on until it becomes back up level again. And I may have to do this several times because obviously I can't compact it too heavily. I haven't got a heavy compactor. So it might just be put a bit of soil under there, put it back on, fill it with water, let it settle. Week later, take it off. Having a little bit out isn't going to be a huge problem, I wouldn't have thought, but you don't want to leave it with this sort of angle. You'd want to try and get it as level as possible. So I'm going to empty it and refill it once I've got a bit of spare soil that I can shove under there. And obviously the birds are wanting a shower as well. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. It's quite a bit harder to try and make a video whilst doing this and trying to concentrate on the two things at once, but did get it all done in the end. It would have been nice if they told you what size drill bit you need, and then I could have drilled it right in the first place rather than going, well, that's the right size, I think. But that's down to experience as well as I guess. It all works. It obviously isn't coming out hot yet because it hasn't had time to warm up in the sun. But it definitely was good, and I think it's going to make a lovely addition to the smart garden. Hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, as always. The links of everything are in the description below. Hope you subscribe and drop us a comment. Take care. See you next time. Bye bye.